Hello and welcome back to the Emotionless podcast. My name is Logan, and as always, I will be your host. Today's episode is episode 31, called February 11th, 2021. Again, like I said, the next couple of episodes are going to be the previous couple, and the next couple are going to be dates. And that's just because specific things happened, and I want to recount those specific events. So, February 11th, 2021 was my 20th birthday. Super fun day until the end. I had a great day. So, I got to see my learning specialist. We celebrated my birthday. She gave me a little gift and a piece of cake. She was like, "You're doing really good. Your grades they're slipping a little bit, but I'm not too upset because you're working hard. You're coming to open learning and stuff like that." She's like, "Is there any classes you're struggling?" I'm like, "Florida ecology is a little difficult, but, it's nothing I can't manage." And she's like, "Do you want to go over the assignments?" So we go over a couple assignments, blah, 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 blah. A couple hours pass, and then it's 1 o'clock, which is my counseling time. So I head over to the counseling center at about 12:30 to get, some time in the meditation room, just relax, breathe, do some breathing exercises. It's not that I was like scared or panicked about anything. I don't know. I wanted some time to relax. I think that's really all I wanted. Hang on. I just wanted to relax. And my counselor, Cindy, calls me in and she's like, "All right, Logan, you ready for a session?" I'm like, "Yep, let's do it." So I go and she's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, I'm doing all right. We're making it. Grades are slipping a little bit, but it's not too bad. She's like, "Do you have any like big events you want to tell me about?" And I'm like, "I had a nightmare last night." And so I recount all the events of February 10th to her. And I recount just like everything that occurred and happened. And she's like, "Okay." And then I tell her about the nightmare and she's like, okay. She's like, "Do you think these two events might have something to do with each other?" I'm like, I could see how they do, but I don't know. When she dropped me off last night, I just had a weird feeling. A weird feeling. A feeling I couldn't quite describe. And she's like, "Okay, all right." She's like, "What feeling would you associate it with?" I'm like, "I would associate it with a mix between an anxiety attack and a panic attack." And she's like, "Okay." She writes this down. She's like, "I think you might be having a little bit of PTSD from that night." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "PTSD doesn't always have to be from a traumatic event. It could just be from an event that required a lot of energy and a lot happened and you were scared, panicked, didn't know what was going on, didn't know how you felt. And you might not even know you were feeling like that." And I was like, "What?" I thought all PTSD events were from like specific events. And she's like, "That's not always how it works, unfortunately." And so, we talk some more about it. I'm going to leave the rest of it confidential, but we talk some more about it. Then, the rest of the day progresses. And, about 5:30 rolls around and my mom is like, "Happy birthday." And she sent me some money so I could go get some Chick-fil-A, which is like one of my favorite restaurants. And I know I'm gay. I should hate it. Blah, 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 blah. Eat shit. I love it. It's amazing. And, so we go and get some Chick-fil-A and we decide we want to watch a movie. Me, Jessica, Janelle, and me, Jessica, Rebecca, and Rachel. And I I had brought my large 55-inch TV over from my apartment, which my roommate was pissed about, because he considered it his TV because he used it a little bit more than I did. And he thought he should get to have control over it. Don't even get me started. So I text Claire and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna come get my TV. You know, me and the girls want to use it. And she texts me back, now's not a good time. And I'm like, what do you mean now's not a good time? It's my TV. Just again, now's not a good time. And I'm like, okay, that's great. I'm coming to get my TV. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Now's not a good time. I didn't care if now was a good time or not. I was coming to get my TV. That was the bottom line. So I go over and I knock on the door. No one responds. I wait about 2 minutes. Knock again. No response. But I do see someone peek out of the blinds. So I knock on the window. No response. I knock on the window again. No response. I knock on the door. Again. No response. I knock on the door next door, which is Justin's apartment. No response. But I see someone peek out of Justin's window. So I walk away, and then I hear just, yes! And our RD lives, so they're up on the second floor, Justin and Harry, and then there's the floor below them, and then there's the building next door, which is angled differently, and the RD lives right there. So I knock on the RD's door, and the RD opens the door, and she's like, hi, Logan, what's up? And I'm like, hey, I left my TV over at Harry's apartment, and I texted them that I was coming to get it because it's mine. She's like, of course, that makes sense. They kept saying now's not a good time and just not responding, but it's my birthday, so they, I was just like, I knocked on the door and I was like, and they didn't respond, and they kept just texting me, now's not a good time, could you come help me get it? And she's like, yeah, totally, I'll come help you. It's your TV. I remember seeing you bring it over from your apartment. Blah, 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 blah. So we both go up there, and she knocks on the door. She's like, RD, open up, please, RD. And I clearly see somebody peek through the peephole, and they open the door, and they just say, now's not a good time, and close the door. And the RD goes, RD, open the door. I have a key. I will open the door if you don't. And so eventually they open the door and I'm like, what? And I just see Claire sitting in the chair, Justin, Ryan sitting in there, or Harry and Ryan sitting on the couch, and Justin was the one that opened the door. Claire looks pissed. I mean, just pissed. And so they, she's like, I have Logan here. He claims that this is his TV, and she points at it. She's like, is this the TV you're talking about, Logan? I'm like, yep, that's my TV, and he wanted to come get it. It's his birthday. Apparently, he wants to watch some movies with friends. And they're like, well, now's not a good time. And the RD looks at him like, I don't care if now is a good time or not. I can see that you're watching something on the TV. That's too bad. He loaned it to you. He's unloaning it now. You're giving it to him. So she walks in. She unplugs the TV. They start bitching and whining. And she helps me carry it over to Jessica, Rachel, and Rihanna's, whatever. I don't know, man. Person's apartment. Jessica, Rachel, and whatever. Doesn't matter. And they slam the door behind us. They were pissed. And so, I go over to them, and I'm telling the girls about this story, and they're like, wow, what bitches, like, they didn't say that, but that was the vibe they gave. They're just like, that's stupid. That's such an overreaction. It's your TV. Who the fuck cares? And I think Jessica even said, it's your birthday, and they're going to act like that to you? Wow. And then I hear my phone ping. So, I pick it up, I look at it, and it's a text from Claire, and it says, "Just so you know, we weren't pissed about the TV, and we don't actually even fucking care." Now, that's like a bitchy way to say it, but that's the vibe I got from it, was just like, fuck you, fuck your shit, I'm pissed at you. And I was just like, okay, be pissed then. Like, I don't care. And that's where I'm going to end this episode, because I want to tell you more in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you follow us on TikTok at Officially Emotionless, on Twitter at Emotions_podcast, and on Instagram at emotionless.podcast.official. Take care of your mental health, take care of others, and check in on someone you haven't checked in on in a while. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.